Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. Okay, so this news I'm seeing on CNN that President Biden over the weekend participated in a voluntary interview with Special Counsel Robert Hur as part of Hur's classified documents investigation. It was a voluntary interview conducted at the White House over 2 days. And it was It was on Sunday and Monday and concluded Monday. The White House says they're cooperating with the investigation, and a spokesman for her declined to comment to CNN about this. So, what does that leave us? So, Biden and Pence will cooperate with investigations into these documents that, when discovered, were turned over immediately. But Trump doesn't voluntarily interview, doesn't give the documents back. It's so easy to compare and contrast sometimes. Okay, so the question is, I'm not getting any feeling that this is going to get weaponized. I realize that Trump talked about Biden having him on a couch or under his Corvette or something like that. Yeah, not like it wasn't in a bathroom with gold-plated toilet with a chandelier in there, for God's sake. What's the energy around this? What can you tell me about Biden's interview with this investigation? Strength card. Okay. I think it was straightforward. I don't think it was pulling teeth. This is, maybe he has to be a little bit reserved in his answers. Probably would have a lawyer there to help him with it, because you don't want to say the wrong thing during an investigation. Because, again, this can come back and haunt you later. So I would expect to have legal counsel there to help him with this voluntary investigation. And, then you got the Ten of Swords. I think on the strength of his testimony and such, it's going to put an end to this investigation. I don't see this as being an end to Biden. I see it being an end to the investigation. Underneath is the High Priestess, because I think everything that happened can be explained. Now, High Priestess is also about secrets. So it's about talking about the secrets, but what secrets were there? Is this, classified documents are classified documents. They're not supposed to be outside of areas where you can view classified documents. But not all classified documents are created equal, right? You're not closing on me. No. Bad laptop. I have enough part 1, part 2 videos. I'm not getting a third one. In the past, Queen of Swords. What I get with this is we have to look into this with all the seriousness of anybody with classified documents. Now, for former vice presidents, former presidents, and such, yeah, the fact that he's been cooperative, and this is kind of like a cooperation card to me. He's been cooperative. He's been voluntarily meeting and such. I don't think there's really any concern that there was national security in jeopardy here, but they have to treat it seriously. Doesn't matter who it is. And this thing is just, it's being treated as seriously as it should be. The current situation is the son exposing everything that happened, what he knows, what he didn't know, and basically what this investigator can put together given the facts and the evidence at hand. Overarching energy is the Queen of Pentacles. I think Biden owned what he had, owned what he did, owned what he didn't do. He gave back what didn't belong to him. And I think this investigation is going to have a pretty good idea of what risks were out there or weren't out there. The lesson to be learned is the Knight of Pentacles. When Biden's holding on to something valuable and he discovers he's holding something valuable, he offered it back, right? He's like, oh my God, I'm holding on to something I shouldn't have. Please take this back. That was the exact opposite of what Trump did. And this got Pence out of trouble. It's going to get Biden out of trouble. And then, here, take this back. Things taken back. The investigation goes forward. And they do what they need to do in order to wrap this up. Put this up here. You can ask about Fallout real quick here. Or, instead of asking about Fallout, let's ask if we'll follow up on that Knight of Wands. Will the investigator be satisfied with the information provided by Biden? I really do think that that things are going to be put to rest with this. I do not look at that Ten of Swords card as being the end of Biden's political career over this, because if Biden's political career was ending over this, then what the heck do you do with boxes of top secret documents, audio recordings of you showing documents of Iranian battle plans to people, and then documentation and court pleadings under oath that he shared nuclear sub-secrets? What does this investigator think about this interview? He's going to carry on with his investigation. We have a crossroads. Oh God, all these 2 cards. Look at that. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. He's looking at the case. Is there anywhere else to go with this case? Because he gave the stuff back. And, you look at it, what was the value of the material? What are the consequences of having it? He gave it back when he discovered it. He gave it back. That weighs in his favor. He shouldn't have had it in the first place. Does he have a reasonable excuse for why he doesn't have it? All these things, all these questions you have to take into account. And then you try, justice is blind type of thing. You try and make your decision, the best decision you can make based on the evidence given. Has he given everything back? If he feels that he's given everything back, that basically, how do I go with this investigation? Did he give everything back? It looks like he did. If he didn't, well, do we keep going? Can we prove anything? If he did get everything back, do we keep going because he gave everything back? There could be something where he could continue investigating this to the nth degree. But right now, what I get with this and with all these 2s, he's at a decision point. And again, if this is something that's, if this was, stuff to deal with Russia and the RNC or something like that, or something that could be weaponized politically, yeah, they might investigate further. But if this is just, Lord knows what it would be. I have no idea. If this was not something that could be weaponized and it looks like it's an honest mistake, I think those 2 of Swords and that 2 of Pentacles are kind of like there's reasonable doubt. There's reason to believe that he didn't know this was there. You can take the 5 of Swords and just, beat this thing to death, just trying to prove it. But some things just may not be provable. And then you just make your best choice and move on. Again, my intuition tells me that there's nothing here. Just like there was nothing there with Pence. Sometimes stuff happens. But that's not the case I would make with Donald Trump, because look at the behaviors of 2 of the people, again, those 2s, versus the one person who acted completely differently. Okay, so don't lose any sleep over this one. This is just going to something that happens and it's going to pass. Thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for your likes, comments, and shares and everything you do to feed the YouTube algorithm beast so that my video makes it out to new viewers. And to those new viewers, welcome to the channel. I hope you found this reading insightful and hope to catch you on the next one. Take care.